iPhone 5, water. Splash! That's right, I just threw the iPhone 5 in water, but don't worry, I put it in a new Lifeproof case for the iPhone 5, and yes, it is waterproof. So in this video we're going to take a look at this case and review the product. Let's go! Let's start at the back side of the box, and they promise us that this case is waterproof, dirtproof, snowproof, and shockproof. We will test this case, and in the end we will see if that holds true or not. Now the front side of the case is a pretty cool design, I think. It flips open like that, and you have the case sitting on top of the box here. But let's go ahead and open up the box and see what they put inside for the paying customers. So the first thing we have here is the adapter for the waterproof earphones. Then there's the front side of the case, and behind it you find the manual as well as a little fake paper iPhone. So let's take a look at the manual. It is really important to read it. There are key information in it. Usually I don't read manuals, but in this case, really important, trust me. Now this is the microfiber cloth to clean the product, and here is the back side of your case. So in the manual they ask us to visually inspect the O-ring. What is the O-ring, you ask? It is the yellow ring you see on the outside of the backside of the case, and here it looks pretty good, so we shouldn't have a problem with it. They also ask us to test if the case is actually waterproof before we put our iPhone 5 in it and throw it into the water. So in order to do that, I will close the case and then put it in water for an hour and see if water leaks in or not. Closing the case is pretty simple. Just take the two pieces, put them on top of each other, and then press. Use your fingers, go around the phone, press hard, and it will close. Now make sure you don't forget the flip thing for the lightning adapter here, as well as the screw for the headphone jack. Alright, everything is closed, but just in order to make sure that nothing can get in, I will do a second round. You know, it's better to be safe than sorry, they say. Now here's the water tank, and I will put the case in it, but you will see that it floats on top, and since I'm German, I will use this to push it down, but any heavy object will do. So 60 minutes have passed, and we will see if the case is waterproof or there's water inside. Let's hope for the best. Let me dry the case off a little bit on the outside, and we take a peek, and I don't see any water in here. Hope we are good, but I will open the case and check closer, obviously. No risks here. So in order to open the case, there's a trick. Just take a coin and place the coin in the corner of your case, and then twist the coin, and the case will open a little bit. And now you can use your manly strength or your femalely strength, if that's a word, and pull the case apart. So let me dry my hands and check the back side of the case, and there's no water. And the front side, the little water drops you see, they are all on the outside, so we are good to go. Let's put the iPhone in the case, and here's how to. You'll have to turn the front side of the case and then put the iPhone 5 face down in the front side of the case. That's pretty much it. Now all you have to do is to take the back side of the case and put it on top of the iPhone. You know what to do, no need to show you that again. Now the iPhone is in the case, and I want to show you that you can still use your fingers on the display perfectly fine. Also the colors of the displays, they aren't really changed by the case, so that's a plus. The volume rocker still usable, as well as the mute switch. But there you have to use your manly or femalely strength again, because that's a little bit harder to press down, but still no problem. Also the on-off button working perfectly fine, so nothing to complain about here. Alrighty, time to get wet, baby. See you on the flip side. It is just a strange feeling to put your phone underwater. I mean, I know it got great protection, but it is still awkward, you know what I mean? Here's one thing I need to show you. Once the display gets wet, you can't use your hands on the display, but in case you want to use the camera, you can still control it with the volume rockers. Remember how on the backside of the box I said that the case is shockproof? Well, let's find out. Let's do a drop test here. Let's pick up the phone and, well, looks good, still working. Alright. Also they said that this case was snowproof, so I went ahead and combined the snow test with a second little drop test. I mean, I know that the drop part of this test isn't that hard because it falls into soft snow, but as you can see, I'm not going soft on the snow part of this test. Here I put snow on the backside of the device and rub it in. Now the same with the front side, another hand full of snow. I hope you appreciate how hard I go on my tests. Maybe you want to subscribe to my channel. I always keep it real and I never do soft tests. So let's check it out, and the phone still works perfectly fine. So yes, it is snowproof. To wrap this video up, I would like to show you some footage that a friend of mine took with his iPhone 5 and the Lifeproof case. Also, I will now tell you what I think about this product. Well, there are two things that I don't really like about it. The first thing is that sometimes when you use your iPhone to make calls, it gets hard for the other person to understand you. So what I do is I carry a headphone with me in case I run into any problems. Now the second thing I don't like is after 50 times of taking the case on and off, the case might lose its ability to block out water. So what you need to do after 50 times is just to test it, like we did in this video. So no iPhone in the case and just test if it's still waterproof or not. Now all that being said, I still think it's a great product. It has way more advantages than disadvantages. In this video we saw that you can basically not do any harm to your phone. It is waterproof, shockproof, snowproof and dirtproof. And that's just a great feeling for me. I mean, I invested so much money on my iPhone 5 and now I know that I basically cannot destroy it. Now the case costs $80 and you can get it from Lifeproof directly. They do offer free shipping, which is cool. The link will be in the description box under this video. Also, you can get this case in black. Alright, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe leave a thumbs up or a comment. Also, please consider subscribing. I always try my best and do honest reviews. Okay, I'll see you soon.